And the Hoosiers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
I feel like his ass up. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to throw me the ball and y'all got to cut or something. I can catch y'all on the backside.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
Are you good, bro?
Down
You
at
just
the
fucking.
31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding
Oh,
I'm getting
shit.
zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense.
Man,
He's
look
choosing
up.
whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Drew, you both hit me back.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Lights off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Y'all see them niggas ain't trying. Them niggas ain't really shooting no jumpers. They got their only dunking. Going to the goal.
Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll ride the hot hand. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Caught over the middle.
Alvarez,
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Complete. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays.
Oh, you talking about, yeah, he be trying to freestyle.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, don't fall over in your seats.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
This shit fucking trash, bro. All moves and the fucking beat. This was trash as hell. Like, not focused. Bullshit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. He down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Wow, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Look at that shit, bro. Ain't no checking that shit, bro. That be killing me, bro.
The sure hands, it's Marsh. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Bro, that be killing me, bro. Look at that shit, bro.
At least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman.
Well, shit, goddamn, when you let me know when you can get out here, we can go.
They get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback.
I'm finna check this bitch, bro.
I can play man, and I got a pass rush like that.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Sooners
Yeah.
will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive.
Bro, man, I need to check for the one. This nigga creeping. Bite somebody, bitch. Ain't no such thing. Bitch, you got a kangaroo teeth. You gotta bite somebody.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Wants to throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Sooners looking to convert on fourth down. Snap it to the back. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the
I play ass, bro. I don't play a lot, bro.
He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy.
I'm finna get on my shooting guard.
Trying to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. So now it's second and long. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Quickly complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown.
That's my fault, bro. This shit won't happen again, coach.
That's caught. It's shot. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And with the call stop, they can get their thoughts together to call this play.
Where you at?
Picking up the first.
Yeah, come on.
First down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
All right.
Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able
Finna
to
go get on my
find a
which
rhythm in
car?
this defense.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an eye.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure.
Yeah, that nigga had somebody had left.
He never had a chance to pick up the first down. Knocked out of bounds, and they'll
Yeah.
give up the ball.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer.
We at the door, y'all ready?
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation.
Well, I
The
found-
defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him.
Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 5 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Bruins coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's 4 straight on the season for this.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tackle.
Bro, I'm finna rebound like a motherfucker. Why this shit? We good, bro.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job.
You don't need no center, but you got Drake, boy. I'm finna beat this nigga ass up. Watch this shit. Box on the fuck out. Look, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. We good.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach.
Are you quit, nigga?
You want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Bro, we straight, bro. We finna shoot these niggas ass out the game.
They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really
I got that whole ass nigga, bro.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nice gain on
I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna keep that center from coming out there. What's it called? He don't come out here kick.
the Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Bro, that shit crazy. Fuck, they ain't give me my shot, bro.
Takes his shot. That's reeled in. It's shot. Slicing and dicing through this defense. And they got it down to the 23. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great job by
Good.
defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. At that time, that was a big...
We don't need. We good. We need no something.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time.
I'm gonna make that big come out the paint. Y'all have to take over the paint for real.
What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30.
Shot.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone.
Oh.
Touchdown, Hoosiers. He got it, beat down in bounds. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Hey, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns.
Why the fuck these folks checking me like I'm goddamn finna shoot every fucking thing, though?
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Tackle is made in the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense. Maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete to the left. They'll mark him down at the 10-yard gain. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And dude,
They gotta keep hitting them threes.
Oklahoma has had over the years different cast of characters, but one thing they always have: offensive success.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Good.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Turns on the Jets. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Avant. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
I think I had my broke controller, bro.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchdown.
They finna start cleaning in a minute. Yeah, though they be chewing on screws and shit. Wake up.
Wants to throw. It's Cherry. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
What, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. With the catch, it's Hansen. Turning it on. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Hey, they
I know a
get
lot of people
somewhere.
don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just keep slinging it. Going for it all. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Avant. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's taking a deep shot late in the game, and it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last second.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end.
Yeah, Joe, I had got to get out of the